Born and raised, it's plain to see. This is how we roll UP. I got stories, let me tell it. Bow and arrow and a dope ass mullet. Take one shot, that's all it took, son. When I fish, it takes one hook, son. Hunt big game, just take one look.
All right, welcome back to episode 14 of the You Gotta Want It podcast. Today is February 4th, and we are in the dead of winter here in UP at Michigan. We finally got a break from the frigid cold temps that we've had last couple weeks in January. We had a couple nights in the negative 30s, so it was pretty hard on the deer. They've had a tough 2 weeks, but last 5-6 days it's finally been in the 20s in the afternoons and some sun. And haven't had any snow since the cold snap, so hopefully they're enjoying the warmer weather. They've had a pretty rough winter, I'd say, compared to the years past. Started back in December during muzzleloading season. We got dumped on with some snow and cold, and then we had a couple rough weeks in January. So last year at this time, I don't think we had much snow, if any snow at all. It melted off and on. But like I said, we got a little break here from some cold weather, so hopefully they can get rejuvenated a little bit and get on some food and make it through next month here, and then we'll be into March. So came on tonight to discuss a little bit of shed hunting, how that ended up. It's first week of February, so pretty much everything that I've seen dropped its antlers 2 weeks ago, right around that cold snap. And lo and behold, the 2 bucks I was after this year to get the sheds on, I ended up finding a side to both of those bucks, so it was pretty exciting. Went up there the 16th of January before this cold snap started, and tried to get back to where the cameras were at, and had to walk into camp from the gate because there's just too much snow to drive the truck through. So walked to the camp, got the buggy out, ended up getting the buggy stuck right by camp, and worked on getting that out for about an hour, so I was pretty tired and didn't want to make the 80-acre walk to get to the camera. But before that, all that happening that week, the double fun point buck dropped one of its sheds, and what looked like Mr. 10's right side also dropped in front of the camera. So I was pretty discouraged that I wasn't able to get back to the sheds that weekend. And then we had a week cold snap, actually about 10 days of frigid negative degree temperatures, so I didn't make it up there until last Friday the 30th, and the camera died during that cold snap, so it was about 8 days without a photo to see if that shed was still laying there. You know, you never know if a coyote or a group of coyotes come through right before the camera died, so I was kind of worried that maybe they grabbed it, but headed up there on the 30th, had to walk all the way to the camera. It ended up being over 2.5 miles of walking from the truck, and I did a little bit of walking around, but I was pretty tired walking through about anywhere from calf deep to over the knee in some spots with the wind drifts. So definitely earned these sheds, but made it up to we're up to 9 sheds this year total. The goal was 10, and there's just so much snow right now that I couldn't find any other than what I saw was in front of the camera. They were poking out of the ground a little bit still, but ended up finding the double fun points buck, the left side of his rack, and the left side of Mr. 10's rack as well. Seems like most of the bucks, I don't know if it was a coincidence or what, but most of them that had an antler left on their head, it seemed like it was the right antler that stayed on longer than the left this year, but I don't know if that's just random or what, but both the nicer bucks had dropped their left side earlier, and then a couple days later they must have dropped because they came in with no antlers. So yeah, got lucky, found them right in front of the camera. So hopefully once the snow melts a little bit, be able to get up and get some more boots on the ground and locate these other sides and get a matching set here. There's still probably over half dozen or more sheds that I expect to find once we get some snow melt, because there was a lot of bucks around in the last month and a half, and like I said, I'm up to 9 sheds right now and no spikes, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat to see all these bucks dropping their antlers and being able to find them. And best year I would say for sheds A couple years ago, all I found was spikes, and it seems to be getting better and better every year. And definitely, definitely should be able to find some more here come March if it doesn't get any snow melt here this month. But really excited that they made it through, and pretty cool to get hands on these nicer bucks antlers. So they both really respectable bucks for the UP, and the double fun point had a pretty cool looking rack. Really nice G2 on them, and then the double fun point, the fun point off the base was about the size of his brow tine, so it's pretty neat to see. I'd like to get that other side to see what he's really working with, but we'll see what we can do here in the next couple weeks. But I'm not going to be going up there until we get some snow melt because, like I said, you can't find any sheds right now. There's so much snow drift and in these fields where, a week before they dropped, I could still see some grass. And when I got up there on Friday, there was just no way of finding a shed unless it was right on a trail. And most of the trails that were on the camera were pretty blown over. So I just have to wait till spring, if not, just probably have to wait till spring, or at least till we get some good snow melt before I can really get after some more sheds. But expect to find a couple more, like I said. Hopefully the double fun point and the Mr. 10's right sides are not too far away. I expect to find them within probably 100 150 yards, hopefully. Hopefully find a couple more as well, but the goal was 10 and we're at 9, so we'll see what we can do. But I think the deer is still in decent shape as long as we don't get something nasty for the next 6 weeks or a really late snowstorm closer to spring. I think they'll head into spring decent. Of course, I mean they're pretty tough up here. They survive a lot of nasty weather and predators. So, like I said, as long as we don't get something drastic towards like March, end of March, hopefully these bucks can head into the antler growth season feeling decent and put on some good bone. Be exciting to see what the double fun point and the Mr. 10 buck does for growth this spring and summer, and along with the other bucks that we had drop their antlers on the property as well. But always looking forward to see what else shows up too as well. Got a lot of different bucks sporadic during the season, wiggle through a little bit, and a couple nicer ones too. So excited to see what goes on this spring and summer, and hopefully we can build it again and they'll show up. But other than that, looking forward to spring. Can show up at any time now. I mean, we're in the middle of winter, but April will be here before we know it. And as long as we can make it through February, and March will probably fly by. You got a lot of things going on in March. So by the time you know it, we'll be chasing turkeys and get back in the woods where we want to be. But until then, we'll be cooped up. It is February, so we're about 8-9 weeks away from most turkey seasons. Now's a good time to go through your checklist on if you got enough shells for the season coming up. How's your gear look? Do you need a new vest? Take a look at your boots. It's good to have a good pair of boots, especially during turkey season. Put on a lot of miles. So go through your checklist, like I said. Shells are a big thing. You don't want to wait till the last minute to go buy shells because a lot of years since COVID now that you go buy shells late into March or April, beginning of April, and the ones you want are gone usually, and there seems to be a shortage of ammunition. So stock up when you can. Get to your local store, or if you got to travel to get ammunition, get it now before it's gone so you can have the good stuff. But other than that, just get ready for some spring madness because it's going to be fun again this year. Looking forward to going out with the guys again and good spring turkey season again like we have in the past couple years. So just want to jump on here tonight, talk a little about the shed season, and hopefully if you guys are looking for sheds as well, you had some luck. Otherwise, you got to wait until the snow dissipates a little bit. This winter's been more hectic than years past. I mean, we always have snow in February, but this year it's definitely been harder on the deer compared to years past. But this is a pretty normal year, I'd say. Past 2-3 years were pretty late for snow this time of the year. I mean, I was looking for sheds 2 Februarys ago, and there was barely any snow. And then last year, I don't know if we had snow most of January. So yeah, the deer are getting tested again this year. Hopefully they can make it through, and then they'll have it nice and easy come spring with all the green up. So thanks for listening tonight, guys, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the You Gotta Want It podcast. Keep up with the YouTube shorts. I might post a short video of my trip up and looking for those sheds last week. It's not gonna be a long video, but I brought the GoPro and did some filming. But other than that, keep an eye on the YouTube shorts, some turkey clips. I'm gonna scatter those out. Gonna scatter those onto the page the next couple of months, so get everyone excited for turkey season. But other than that, hope everyone's having a good winter, and thanks for listening to today's episode of the You Gotta Want It podcast. We'll see you next time.